Welcome to a new kind of series, the Battle Series. Dun 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 dun. It's basically where I compare different places for one food item. And today we are going to be doing Battle of the Cannolis. 3 different places, 3 different cannolis, all in the North End. This is like a time and age and generationally honored battle in Boston. Which place has the best cannolis? Let's go find out. I just want to say up front, this is not an ambiance video. It's not about the smiley man behind the counter. This is just about the cannoli. I am shallowly going to evaluate simply the cannoli and the cannoli only. We're gonna start off with Mike's because Mike's is like the place that even my friends who live in Boston would take me because of cravings. But I will say that it is much more well known by tourists. They are a walk-in cash-in-only joint. There's a friendly lady behind the corner who has seemingly balloons tied to herself where she just grabs magical string from the air and ties up your order all nice and gives it to you to go. We're gonna try the traditional ricotta cannoli. Okay, this is like the OG flute of delight. Look at this. This is what I wanted when I made my first Aldi video. Look at this. It looks like a flute of delight. This is a much heftier flute of delight. First thing I notice about this thing is how freaking heavy it is. Not been exercising, and completely just chilling on the couch for decades. Ooh, wow, huh. It's like I never had a cannoli before. I'm impressed by this. I was expecting this to be way sweeter, and it is very pleasant. This guy is humongo ginormagansis, and the ricotta is not playing any games. Mike, I don't know you. I think you're on the wall in the place that we went to, but thank you for being here. Thank you for having a family. Thank you for having a legacy. Thank you for having friends enough to make this $7 cannoli so freaking fat. Even though I'm not from Boston, I appreciate you, Mike. We're gonna go now to the limoncello from Mike's Pastry. The only difference is that sweet, sweet yellow, and it is gorgeous. Ooh, child. I'm gonna eat it now. Oh yeah, that is singing my tune, rocking my jam. In the zone, auto zone. Lemon lovers, this is mandatory. Non-lemon lovers, try it. I love limoncello so much because I've actually been to Italy. The last time I was in Italy, I had lots of free limoncello. We were a group of 3 girls. The restaurant owners would always look at us and be like, oh, look at those 3 Asian girls who can't really speak our language. Let's give us a free shot. And I associate finishing a nice, satisfying platter of pasta with this flavor. It's nostalgia, so powerful. It is a desserty zing of life and fervor. It's not that sweet to just kind of chunk at it. All the way down the North End, see some friends, see some family, see some birds. Highly recommend this one. Cannoli number 2 is from Modern Pastry. Modern Pastry is also on the same exact street as Mike's Pastry, which is why they're such good competitors. You know how there's always like a Starbucks across the street from a Dunkin' Donuts? When they're right across the street from each other, people are gonna compare them. Modern Pastry, same deal as Mike's. Cash only, people grab and go, but they have seating inside, and downstairs they have a bar. So for all you adults out there, if y'all like your alcohol, if you like to day drink, no children. As you can see, this ricotta is so freaking fresh that it is spilling. It makes me feel like someone actually just made it. Wow, that is significantly sweeter than Mike's. This is all backwards. I thought this would taste like the Mike's pastry. I will say the ricotta tastes more like ricotta. A ricotta that you've gotten fresh from some sort of passionate old man who didn't do anything extra because he is just so Italian. However, it is about twice as sweet to my palate, which, if you know my bias, I don't like my sugar from desserts. I would not eat this one for breakfast. I would eat it for dessert. But this is a special treat. If you like ricotta, you like this. I asked the guy to recommend me one additional non-cannoli pastry, and the only thing that he said about this is that it's alcoholic. I don't know what else is in here. It looks like a rum cake or something. Honestly, it is heavier than 4 cannolis combined now that I'm holding it. I'm gonna not be a fool and eat it with a fork this time. I really feel like I've grown as a vlogger. Like, now I've got a fork. Even this little corner is so heavy and so dense. I have a feeling I won't be able to eat very much of this. Whoa. The taste of cream. You know how sometimes when someone asks me how was my week and I don't really know what went on, I'm like, it was a full week. That's how I feel about this. It's a very full pastry. I don't fully know what's going on, but there's a lot going on. It's like an Italian layer cake with alcohol. Probably Italian alcohol. If you like cherry, I think this is worth a try. This is heavy, so be prepared to not really fully eat lunch after this. Last but not least, BOVA'S Bakery. Not on the same street as the other 2 places. You pick 2, it's always Mike's and Modern. But if you expand the zone of competition, BOVA'S is undeniably number 3 because BOVA'S is different from Mike and Modern in some way. I went a little rogue and I got a creme brulee cannoli because in addition to limoncello, I really like creme brulee. So this thing is automatically lighter, it's skinnier, it's slender. It has been working out for a few years now. Of course, you notice these beautiful pieces of what resembles creme brulee. Okay, I understand this completely. Shell on this, not as crispy. There's not that crisp factor you would want, or that at least I would want. Filling inside, super mild. I wouldn't say there's a pronounced creme brulee. In the shadow of the 2 giants that I had, it puts in a good effort. The one thing that I noticed immediately about BOVA'S, there is, if you pay attention, another counter in the back where they sell late night snacks. Their late night menu includes pizza. Really good looking fresh pizza. At the time that I walked in, they had just baked a fresh pepperoni pizza, so that's what I got. Now this is the thing that I have been waiting for. I am so sorry, pizza. I understand that you could be hotter and fresher, but I am feeding the theme first before you. Again, look at how I've grown. I am keeping the grease at bay by holding a wrapper. It scratches the itch. This reminds me, Galleria Umberto's Pizza, also on Hanover Street. They have a cheese pizza. This reminds me of Galleria Umberto's Pizza, but it makes me happier because it has pepperoni on it. No one's coming here for the wood-fired charcoal crust. No one's coming here for that. This is like 1 a.m. after you've had some stuff and you're hungry. And this satisfies and meets you where your craving's at. Points to this pizza. I know this video isn't about pizzas, but pizza or some sort of pasta always makes its way into one of my videos because I have preferences. This tastes like lunch. We have finished our little tour of the 3 cannolis plus some extras, hand selected by myself, personally selected by myself. And the cannolis, let's talk about them. In my opinion, I was so surprised. I thought Modern was gonna kick the butt and the shoe and the ankle of everyone else. And honestly, I have to say, my number 1 goes to Mike's. Their cannoli was more rotund. It had a reason to be more expensive. Their limoncello ricotta tasted like limoncello from Italy. I was pretty floored. Number 2, I would give to Modern. It had that overflowing ricotta. It was a little bit on the sweeter end, but it was still desserty and really scrumptious. Number 3, I would give to BOVA'S. BOVA'S, I would rate their pizza pretty high up there. But this isn't about pizza, guys. This is about cannoli. And as far as their cannoli goes, it was good. It wasn't mind-blowing. And so that's my ranking. I'm going for Mike's. Next video, battle of the pizzas. I am so excited because I have tried wood-fired pizza, I have tried Sicilian pizza, but there are a ton more pizzas out there. So I'm really excited to get into the pizzas. But until then, thanks and bye.